Hello, guys, and welcome to Neville Goddard Reddit Success Stories. These are the stories that I find very interesting, and I think that they can help you a lot. And this was published a month ago, and it's from Illustrious Fact 102. I will link it down in the section, of course. So, this is how everything is already done. Folks, we are all familiar with Neville Goddard's law of assumption, whose operative tenet is to assume that what you want is already yours. So, assume that what you want is already yours. Personally, I have always wondered how that statement could ever be true when it appears so obviously not true in the 3D. Then I discovered that the why behind the how is the phenomenon of parallel realities, which helped solidify my understanding of how you can assume that what you want is already yours. From the attachment below, all possible parallel realities exist now, coexist simultaneously. There is only one eternal now. Everything exists in it. We understand that from your linear space-time perspective, this may not seem to be so. But many of you now begin to realize that this is really just an illusion. The idea is to understand that what you call different changes, different moments, different places, different times, different experiences, even different lives, all these things coexist at the same time, so to speak. They are really just different perspectives of the same eternal now moment. So what you call the past exists right now. What you call the future exists right now. There really is no future in the future, no past in the past. Those are simply different frequencies, different experiences, all going on at the same time as what you call the present. The idea is that they are simply different viewpoints of the present. And from your linear space-time experience, the perspective that you have created with the experience of linear space-time, you can create the idea that something comes before, then something comes next, then something comes after, but it doesn't really do that. Another analogy, as we have often said, your television analogy. At any given moment, you can watch whatever program on your TV set you want. This does not mean that there are no other programs available, but you can only get the program you are tuned to at any given moment. But when you change the channel, when you shift your frequency, you get another program. It doesn't mean the program you were watching is no longer there. It all exists at the same time, but you only perceive whatever is the vibration you are tuned to within yourself. And when you change that frequency, you get different input. You get a different experience. It's as simple as that. This really is simple physics. It really is not more complicated issue than that. And because it all exists at the same time, as all the programs do at any given moment on your set, so you're creating it from the now. Think about it. You can only get the program you tuned to. So if you're still tuned to the channel where you see yourself as not having it yet, then nothing can change until your frequency to receive or to live the different channel of experience of you that has actually been available all the while. Neville tells us to assume that what you want is already yours. Why? Because it is already waiting for you to accept it. How? Because of what the states in Prayer the Art of Believing. If a physical fact can produce a psychological state, then it follows that a psychological state can produce a physical fact. If the effect A can be produced by the cause B, then inversely the effect B can be produced by the cause A. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that you have received them, and ye shall have them. Mark 11:24. How do you change the tuner that then changes the experience? EA channel of you. Yes, you already know the answer, don't you? Need I say imagination is the tuner? All your desires exist at the same time, just as all the TV programs exist at the same time on your set, waiting for you to tune to them. This is why you can assume that you want is already yours. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Père Teilhard de Chardin. Change the channel of you to receive the different experience of you that's already playing, already real, all ready for you to live it now. They are already yours because they are already you. Get it? Then someone asks, so just imagine changing my tuner? And OP responds, yes, while remembering that what you refer to as my tuner is actually the very capability of the only creator there is, exercising its imaginative power to create, though you as you. As said above, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. I am that I am, and beside me there is no other, means exactly that. And as thus created, we are actually everywhere at once, and everything at once, but we have been taught that we are only human beings. Need I mention that the experience of being obviously includes the entirety of creation's sentient beings, including the entity Bashar? Thank you very much for tuning in. So this is one short video. It is one good explanation, I think, very interesting to think about, and hope you enjoy it. Please comment down below if you want any more interesting videos like this. I have one of next time I will do one of my all-time favorite stories from Neville Goddard subreddit. So until next time, be you blessed, and of course let us go into the silence and imagine wisely.